Hey guys, this is Cesar Gutierrez with KW Laredo. Today is day 52 of the 75-day challenge. And today we're going to go over goal setting. All right. So if you still haven't set up your goals for 2021, don't worry. Especially if you're new and you have your goals, we're going to go over how to do that in detail. Okay, so when you're on your homepage, you see that you get this option right here. Set yourself up for success by setting your 2021 goals now. So you're gonna click on set my 2021 goals. Okay, and then it takes you to this page. Press get started. And from here, this is where you start inputting your numbers. So before you go in here, you're gonna need to do a little research as far as what your expenses are. Okay, so here it starts off by saying, what is your annual goal profit? Okay, so if your goal is 200,000 that you wanna make this, so if you have a question as far as what they're referring to, you can hover over the little information circle and it would tell you, amount of profit for your business earns before taxes and after subtracting cost of sales and operating expenses from your GCI. Okay. So let's just say you want to make 200,000. You put that number there. Your expenses. Okay. So your expenses are basically anything dealing with examples here, salaries, lead generation, marketing expenses, education, occupancy, automobile. So all those expenses that you have that are from your business, cell phone, MLS dues, anything that you have as part of your expenses, go ahead and put it here. Okay. So in mine, you're looking at about 50 to 75,000. Your cost of sale is basically anything dealing with your agent splits. If you're a rainmaker, if you're not a rainmaker, if you're a solo agent, the split that you have with Keller Williams, and anything else that you're getting from that. So if it's your third year, second year in business, if you have some referrals that you've worked, you can kind of gauge and have an idea of how many referrals you are going to be working this year, especially if you have like a good referral business, referral partners, go ahead and put that as well. So in this case here, for cost of sale, in my case, so you do have your Keller Williams split plus the royalties. And then in my case, I also have expenses for having a team. Okay. So it's going to be, let me calculate it real quick. I'm looking at about 45,000. Listings. Last year I did a little bit more buyers and listings, but right now this year it's shifting. I am kind of doing 40% and 60% buyers. Leases I really don't do, so I'm just gonna stick with these right here. So your average commission through listings and buyers and leases. Okay, so what you want to do is get the average price, the average list price based on what you're listing. In my case, it was about 195, and then if you do the average commission of 2.5, that's more or less what it's averaging whenever I do a listing, 2.5 or 2.225. Okay, so the average commission is about 4,387.5. And for listing, you make sure you get your average. So the way it works is like, let's say last year you had 10 closings. So you would add all the closings up and you would divide your average cost or your average sales price and then divide it by 10. So that would give you more or less the average price that you've been working with your clients. Okay. So you get that number and then divide it again by 2.5% or 2.25%, the average that you have been working with. Okay. And you get 5375. Okay, so these numbers are going to be different. All these numbers are obviously going to be different for everyone, depending on how they, you work your business. All right, so next. So then here you have your conversion rates. So leads, it's people who have shown interest in the service you offer, and then contacts is actual people that you've had communication with, appointments set, appointments kept, and then agreements to under contract or pending. So these numbers are very general as far as this is a more or less good number to go by. If you actually keep track of your numbers, then you can change these percentages. And basically what it means is like, okay, so every appointment that I have, whether it be with a buyer or a seller, from those appointments that I made, how many do I actually go on? Because remember, sometimes, let's say we have a listing appointment and they end up canceling and then reschedule, then cancel, reschedule and cancel, and then you don't end up actually going to the appointment. All right, so we say, 75% of all the appointments that we have, we actually keep. So these are good numbers to, really just leave, or unless you also have, again, if you track your numbers, you can go ahead and change those. Save and continue. And then this is what it's going to give you. It's going to give you what you need to make, GCI, in order to net the 200,000 that you really want to make. So once you have that, you click what's next. Okay, and then you go to view your goals. So once you're on your goals, it's gonna give you what you need to do, okay? So you need to go, you need to have, this amount of leads that you can talk to. And it doesn't have to be like leads that you actually talk to. It's people that have shown any type of interest. So people that have, liked your page, people that, you've encountered. And then here is contacts. So here's what you need to put. You need to be putting all your contacts in. If you have your phone, you can put every single contact that you have, so you can start using smart plans and converting those contacts into actual clients and closings. Okay, so it's going to give you numbers here. It's going to give you closed units. So the goal here is 129 units. Okay, so from those 129 units, you need to get 173 under contract. And again, it's just saying that 75% of those of these here are not going to close, whether it be because the buyer backs out or something happens with appraisals or whatnot. So these are very conservative numbers. If you do end up getting, let's say, 140 contracts, and then I'm pretty sure you can maintain those and have them close. So that's what you have to be very careful with, obviously the lenders that you use and the deals that you're working to make sure that everything is falling into place. Again, these are very conservative numbers. These are very high. Like they say, aim high, miss high, but always set, very conservative numbers, so that way you can either hit your goal or, hit higher than that. Okay. So then from that, you can start seeing what you need to make and your profit and the total GCI that you need to make. Okay. So from this, you can start tracking. So when you go to your opportunities, in my case, I just started actually implementing everyone doing it under the team account. So that way, as a team, we can see how we're doing with our goals. So this is potential income, probable income. And again, this is as a team, all right? So from here, you can see the activity, what months have gone up, down, and then up. So again, we just started using the team account. So these numbers are gonna start going up, and it'll tell you what you've been doing. In this case, 3 listings, 2 buyers, 60% and 40%. Okay, so they're color coded. So it's really good so you can actually keep track of all your progress throughout the year and see if you need to either pick up the pace and start getting more business, or if you're doing good, not to slack off, but just so you can know that you're doing good. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. We will see you tomorrow for day 53. Thank you, guys.